All right, Pascal, how's it going, man?
Hey Daniel, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Absolutely. Thanks for doing this. Why don't we just do a quick little intro, who you are, what you do, and where you're from?
Okay, um, I'm Pascal. I live in Antwerp in Belgium, and I'm a pop music producer. Yeah, I help pop artists here in Belgium, but also internationally, uh, making better music. I do writing sessions with them, then I do the production, and do the mixing and the mastering too.
Awesome. The company is called Tape Lab, which I love. Um, well, why don't you tell, this is just, a client update. We're a couple months in here. Still have plenty of stuff to do together, but why don't you just explain kind of why you hired help? What was going on in the business? What were you struggling with?
Okay, I was struggling with keeping consistent rates. I had like a rate that I really want to ask to every project that I was already doing before I started working with you. But I always felt like I needed to give them like huge discounts or drop the price to get them convinced to start working with me. So that was something that needed to change because, um, yeah, sometimes the prices were getting like really too low to make it profitable. So you can't keep going on like that. So that was something that needed to change, and that's why I reached out to you. Like, okay, please help me or give me advice to change it for the future. So we already worked on it. So I have like a consistent rate now that I give to projects and to artists, and maybe also like a really cool story already now. I just had like a sales call before we were doing this interview, and I gave my new rate to the client, and she asked for a discount, but I said that's like not possible because it's this is the fixed price that I'm working on for now. So that's like a huge victory for me to not like um, start giving them a discount already before we even started working like ever. So that's
Yeah.
totally new for me. Like being consistent. This is my price, and I'm gonna stick with it. So
Awesome, man. Yeah, because I think when people just like immediately discount, it's just
hmm
because they don't want to work through objections. If someone
hmm
asks me for a discount, it's like, okay, well, why are they
yeah,
asking that? What is the situation going on financially? Let's look at how we can make that work to where we both get what we want.
hmm
Because yeah, if obviously if you keep discounting, you're going to run yourself into the ground.
yes.
But that's perfect. And um, what were you usually getting for projects before, and what have you gotten recently?
Okay. Usually, after a lot of negotiations, we I usually ended up like on a price for 500 euros for a project. But now, thanks to your help, we lifted the price to 1,500 euros for a project, and I already had like one win. There was a local artist who wanted to work with me, and I took him through the whole process. I made him an offer based on what he actually needed, and I set my price, and he agreed to it. So that's one major win. Uh, I just had another win this week. The price is lower because they didn't need the whole process. Um, so I really reworked the offer so it would work to what they were asking me and what I felt they needed and what I could add to their project. So we closed the deal on 600 euros for what they need. So
Right. And that's
that's
an
the
that yeah, and that's an important point because you know, increasing our rates isn't just so we can say like, oh, we charge the most or we want more. It's about what's best for the client while also
yeah,
making sure economically our business can run in order to service them the best, right? So
yeah,
I
yeah,
think some people get confused and it's just like they feel weird about charging more. Like, we can't just say a higher price. Like, it has to make sense logically for the artist. It has to make sense logically for the business. And
yeah.
yeah, it's not about trying to charge as much as we can, right? It's about
No,
how can we find something that is the best situation for what the client needs, but will also allow me to really deliver that.
yes,
Awesome, man. Very cool.
thanks.
Awesome. Yeah, I didn't know about that one yet.
No, I was about to tell you after our
Cool.
interview, but yeah.
Sweet. Any, and I know that we're still just a couple months in, but is there any advice that you would give to someone that may be struggling with their rates? Quick little piece of advice that you would give them, knowing what you know now.
um, know your value, know what you're worth. That's a mindset thing. Um, I struggled with it like a few years ago, but it gets better and better. And now I'm really confident that the price I'm charging, that I'm really actually that's my value. And I'm 100% sure about it. So that's a mindset thing, and that's like an advice that would give to people who really struggle with this. Like know what your worth is, and um, stick to it. Yeah,
Awesome, man.
best thing you can
Cool.
do.
Awesome. Well, cool. Thanks for doing this. Well, I'm sure we'll do another one in the future, but appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you very much, Daniel. Was
Thanks.
fun to do.
Take care.